We still see ourselves as a generalist. We have no serious aspiration to position ourselves as a premium manufacturer. So we are still a generalist. But you're right that it's actually people that are starting to compare us or compare our cars to offerings from premium manufacturers. I mean, of course, we're delighted to hear that, but it's, I think it's based on several things. The improvement of the quality of our cars, of our products, like you mentioned on the interior, but not only on the interior, the interior, the exterior, the overall perceived quality of the vehicle has been improved dramatically in the last years. And even the driving dynamics are starting to be comparable to proper premium manufacturers offering. And the type of design that we believe in, the design philosophy that we follow, is in a way based on getting the proportions of the car right, not so much on gimmicks and on detailing and trying to use cosmetics and small artifacts to make the cars interesting. We really spend a majority of our time when we develop a new car in getting the proportions right. And this is something that usually makes our product less fashionable or grow out of fashion fast. They stay good through time. And this is usually a quality that premium manufacturers also have, or that is associated to premium manufacturers. So that's probably another element why people start to perceive us as a premium manufacturer, but we have no true ambitions to go and compete with real premium manufacturers. Designer is a very special type of person. It's probably the one job in the company that has to associate everything. At the base, designers are very passionate, very almost dreamers. It's part of our job to think about the future, to want to make things change. On the other hand, we work in an industry that is based on solid facts and economic success. So I would say the biggest challenge is when you start a project, all the fascination, the emotion, the passion that you put into the project at the beginning as a designer, as an emotional person, to not lose that along the development process of a car until the car comes into production or on the street. This is always the biggest challenge for creative people, not to lose that and to manage to keep everybody motivated to do this, to keep everything, the essence of the project. Even in design, it's rarely a one-man car. There's always a team of many people involved. Of course, we do internal competition through several designers, and some win the competition, but you always have a lot of support from all the other designers around, from the interior. Of course, it's never a one-man show. I don't see it as difficult. It's just you have to find, compromise and that everything comes together. I'm sure an engineer will probably also say the designers are difficult to work with, but it's not that it's difficult, it's that there's so many things involved to get a good car on the street and that it's economically viable as well. So, Kia has been very successful at doing that. We not only do we produce a lot of cars, but we're actually economically solid. The company is solid worldwide on all markets. So we're very careful when we develop a car and when we bring it to the market, not making engineering or economical mistakes. And this is, even if it's not our field as the designers, it's our business, and it's part of our business to work with those people to not make mistakes. So. Designers get inspired by anything, I always say. We're almost like sponges. We absorb anything all the time during life, and we can have ideas at any moment, basically. And some ideas for cars have been found or born during a good meal with friends somewhere in a nice restaurant on a terrace. It's, you know, creativity doesn't only happen from 9 to 6 in the evening when you're at work. That's only the part that you actually put on paper. But the whole inspiration, what makes you dream of things and think, that happens. It's part of your life. Yeah, but we're a bit of a special type of artist, like I said, because we work in an industry. So it's not just the artist of you know, there's a lot more to it than just that. I mean, I do this job because I'm passionate about cars. I love cars, I've always have loved cars. So I hope that in the future there is still a passion for cars, that cars still mean something to people. I'm deeply convinced that a car is not just an appliance, it's not just a means from going to A to B. I think cars mean a lot more than that to people, more than they actually believe or not. You know, it's part of our culture. We grow up with having emotions about car, relationship with cars, things of our lives happen in cars. I think cars mean a lot, and I hope we won't lose that in the future. You know, I hope sometimes you see movies, science fiction movies, and the car is just a capsule now, and there's no interaction between the people in that capsule. I hope cars don't become just that, really. I hope there's more to it. When I became a designer, I think my mother found a part of, you know, when you start to be able to write at school, the first things that you write is like, what do you want to be when you're a grown-up, right? And I drew, je veux être dessinateur in French. I want to draw. Yes. And the only things that I was drawing all the time were cars. Actually, when I was 10 years old, I started to design cars, and I developed my own brand with my own logo. And so I think it was really my dream job. So I'm very lucky, yeah. The type of design that I believe in is not spectacular by doing lots of flamboyant artifacts on the car. I really believe in good proportions, in volumes. This is something that doesn't lie. A car, if you get the proportions right, the car, it's almost impossible to not make it good anymore. But if you don't have the proportions right, you need a lot of things to hide the mistake of the proportion and the volume. So I like usually quite simple, it's quite clean design, where the architecture of the car or anything that I design is the most important part of it. Architecture, volume, this is what really matters to me. The direction, the design philosophy that we're following at Kia is very much in line with what I believe in as a design philosophy anyway. So yeah, I'm very fortunate, and that's why I feel very comfortable with the work we're doing here. If you look at our cars, at our products, or if you look at the Optima wagon that you'll see tonight, it's all about, you know, a good proportion. It's got a very clean body styling, very clear, very simple to understand, but sophisticated at the same time. You know, not too trendy, and not, you know, if you look at what's going on in the car world in the last years, a lot of manufacturers are adding lots of elements on cars, more things happening on the car, a little bit more chrome here and a little bit more of a section, and it's getting very, very busy. And we haven't followed that trend. We don't really believe in that. And we're continuing with what we believe in, which is very clean design, very simple, but yet sophisticated, and as I said, very good volumes and proportions. To continue to be able to surprise the people. I think what's been fantastic with Kia is that we've really surprised everybody, the customers, the markets, our competitors. Nobody expected such a story from Kia. Nobody expected such cars, such success. And I hope and I believe our strength is that we'll be able to continue to surprise the people. In different ways, of course, otherwise it's no longer a surprise, but to surprise, yeah.